Leaders have agreed to delay the demolition of run-down and dilapidated row houses along Nebraska Street in downtown Sioux City.
And KTV's Connor Trett joins us live tonight. So, Connor, let's talk more about the council, how they ultimately decided to grant this grace period. Tell us a little more about that and leave those buildings standing.
Yeah, well, Matt, Jess, those buildings are technically listed as apartments, and they are sitting side by side on the 900 block on Nebraska Street, and they sit just across the street from the warming shelter. City Council decided to grant a 90-day grace period to the new owner, who offered a $100,000 bond to reimburse the city for demolition costs. Documents show that the city declared the buildings dangerous or dilapidated structures way back in 2016. Documents listed 20 violations, including multiple apartments having power shut off for multiple years, the building's boiler being disconnected, and the piping being declared irreparable. Also, the roofs were leaking and there were roaches infesting in the properties. City Council agreed to push back the demolition of the buildings by 90 days. However, the new owner admitted at the council meeting that the full project couldn't be completed feasibly in 90 days. The city agreed to, if significant progress can be made on the project, the city will continue to give the new owner time to finish the work.
We don't need to tear it down if there is a hope of getting it done, but the other side of the coin, I guess, if it continues to be a problem, we've got $100,000 in the bank that we can use to tear them down if we have to, and hopefully we won't have to. I wouldn't think somebody would risk $100,000 if they didn't have plans to actually do the project.
Now, work has already begun in those apartments. Workers have been in the area and began clearing out debris from the buildings.